Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be testing out the new EZAs in some of the red zone events to see how well they can get on. I did my initial showcases yesterday where I basically just got my first impressions of the units, and now we're going to be trying them out in these red zone stages. So I definitely don't want to risk putting Blue KAIOKEN Goku in slot 1, because whilst he does have the guard on these early turns, he does want to get hit to build up, but the Metal Cooler army does have a habit of super attacking in slot 1. Bulma wouldn't be a bad choice for slot 1, but as part of the big strategy that we're going to go for here, I do want to get her floated off. Yeah, of course, he super attacked immediately. I want to get her floated off because I want her on the opposite rotation to Blue KAIOKEN Goku, so that we can eventually get to the point where we can drop the Spirit Bomb on the core whilst having, ideally, one of the GT duo in their standby on the same rotation, right, for 80% attack support. And then if Bulma's on the opposite rotation, her support carries over to that turn as well. Now, obviously, she could end up being in slot 3 on that turn. I just have to kind of pay attention to the rotations and make sure we get them to end up the way I want them, right? So double super straight away from you is really good. Oh, the triple super turn 1. All right, let's go. Now, obviously, again, for this team build, I have brought the 3 reps of Universe 7 allies. I'm using a different team from the initial showcase yesterday. As I said in yesterday's video, I like to do those initial showcases as kind of like a just first impression. Like, obviously, I know what the units do, but it's kind of like going in blind. And definitely, after the results of yesterday's video, using him on the double Piccolo leads team is not a good idea, because whilst he and all of the TOP characters are superheroes, Piccolo's team, like, it's too tanky, has the healing factor, like, you know, we ended up getting all the way to the end of Red Zone Cell, and I actually never got to use the Spirit Bomb, because every time we drop below 59% HP, we somehow got a heal from somewhere. So, man, this is a sketchy looking turn right here. My goodness. I think what I'm going to do, because I want to see KAIOKEN Goku's performance against the core. So, I'm just going to use an item here, just so that UI Goku doesn't get absolutely destroyed in the first slot. Because don't get it twisted. Like, if he doesn't dodge, then he's going to be in serious trouble in that first slot there. So this is why Dokkan needs, as much as I don't like, we talked about it on previous streams and stuff, for me the Tournament of Power is not super hype, right? There's a lot of really cool moments in it, but the arc overall is not really that great to me, and I really don't like Jiren as a character. But Dokkan definitely needs some sort of new TOP celebration to help this Blue KAIOKEN Goku. Like, one of the examples I gave on the stream before we started this run was, imagine if they dropped a new, like, Tournament of Power, like Vegeta, or even if it was a Goku, and then during that celebration they gave STR UI Goku and EZA. Straight away, those 2 new units together, plus MVP 17, who's obviously still very much runnable with his EZA, pretty decent unit, then Blue KAIOKEN Goku would be a whole new ball game, right? Because SCR UI Goku, when he gets his EZA, like, he's going to be really, really good. But on this team, the Whitehead UI Goku is on Battle of Fate, so he's on the Super Saiyan 4's leader skill. But the normal Ultra Instinct, like the STR UI, he is not on Battle of Fate, or obviously Power of Wishes. So as our 3rd rep of Universe 7, we are running the LR Roshi. Now, I know he's kind of mid too, but he has built-in dodge, and he has type advantage in this first phase versus the Metal Cooler army. So my thought process in bringing him was that at least if he does take some hits in this first phase, he's not just going to get one shot. I mean, he might buy a super, I don't know, but I said Whitehead UI, not Whitehead UI. But yeah, hopefully, I've got the Whis active, so he should be okay. In fact, with the Whis active, we could probably put you in slot 1. Because what are you getting if we put you here? Kamehameha, which is only really attack. So if we put Goku in slot 1 here, this gets him actually fully built up now on this turn, because he has to get hit 6 times. He got hit twice in the previous turn, and then, yeah, there's 5 attacks on this turn. So even if he dodges one of them, he should end up fully built up here. And we have the Whis active, so that plus his guard. Plus every time he gets hit first, I was going to say, because if he does get supered, see, 10.7 on turn 2. with no... Oh, actually, I was going to say no attack support, but Roshi does actually give support. Jiren carried the TOP. Nah. Jiren's such a boring character. At first, I thought his design was kind of cool, because it's like taking that stereotypical design of like the grey alien, where it's like that sort of head and then a really skinny like twig body, and then it's like, but what if it was one of them except they were jacked? And I thought that was kind of cool. But then yeah, his character's just really boring. Like the strong silent type that doesn't like, yeah, I don't know. I thought he was really boring. But yeah, some of the moments in the Tournament of Power were awesome. Like the first reveal of Ultra Instinct was super good. As a Vegeta fan, I did like the first usage of the Blue Evolution, where he has like the visions of like Bulma and Trunks and Bulla and that, and talks about how he's never going to lose to someone who's thrown away their pride, all that stuff. I thought that was cool. But yeah, there's those few like good moments, but overall I'm not like super big on the Tournament of Power. But alright, so this is going to be the true test, ladies and gentlemen. Is UI Goku going to sell on the final slot here? We can get the orbs for Bulma, so we're going to get the support. Then obviously we've got the GT duo here in the middle. They're getting their full 24 keys, so they're going to build up. I think they max out their damage reduction on this turn. And then yeah, UI Goku in slot 3. Now ideally we would want UI Goku to take a hit or two if it's going to drop us below 59% HP. But if it doesn't, obviously it could just drop us to 0 HP. Like if he supers in slot 3, UI Goku absolutely has to dodge or we are just dead. So hopefully if he is going to super this turn, he supers Bulma or the GT duo. But yo, Big Tuna in the chat. Yeah, shout out to Royal Blue, sorry, Blue Evolution. I mean, the thing is, people clown on Toon for some of his funny names, like Burger King Goku for this Goku. But personally, I do think Royal Blue is an awesome name for Blue Evolution. It sounds better than just Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Like, I think it's cool because it makes it seem like a Vegeta-only form, which, I mean, apart from in Heroes, it is, right? Because, well, I mean, the only other character that uses it in Heroes is Gogeta, who is part Vegeta, so, you know. But, yeah, Royal Blue makes it seem like it is more of its own, like, it's a Vegeta-only thing, which I think is really cool. So, alright, GT Duo getting the super here. They've got their damage reduction, so we're not going to take too much damage from this. And now it's all up to UI Goku to just not get absolutely clapped. I think he can survive one attack, I think. So he's getting attacked twice. We need to dodge one. And this is why I don't like Blue KAIOKEN Goku. I mean, it's not even Blue KAIOKEN Goku, but this is why I don't like trying to get the Spirit Bomb. Get back to the core. We don't have Blue KAIOKEN on this turn, but we've got a good setup here because we do have Bulma on this rotation. So we're going to get all of her orbs so that her support carries over to the next turn. Now, the GT duo being sealed is bad, but they did super attack on the previous turn a couple of times. So they should have, you know, some damage reduction already. Plus, they're getting the buff from Bulma and the defensive support from MVP 17. So the only way this turn goes sour is if MVP 17 gets hit by the super. And he's going to super Bulma and she's going to dodge. So we are definitely going to survive the turn. The only problem, of course, is that we are definitely not going to be on low enough HP to use the Spirit Bomb. In fact, seeing the damage that they took from normal attacks, I think the GT duo would have survived the super, but they would have still taken quite a bit of damage. So it's kind of a shame they didn't get attacked, actually. But here's what it is. So MVP 17 with the double super, that gives him pretty good defense, and he just gets the dodge. So this is where we're going to have to start getting creative, because I do kind of want to see what Goku's going to look like with this buff active, but at the same time we kind of want that buff for the Spirit Bomb. And if I use it here and then we die, which is very likely considering we have Roshi on the rotation, then obviously we're not going to... I wonder... Because Roshi and the UI Gokus are so weak, I wonder if I tried the strategy of, like, if I double Whis here, because Roshi would actually still take damage from a super if he doesn't dodge. The only problem is if I do double Whis, obviously nobody else, like the actual good units on the team, aren't going to take damage. What's Goku up to now defense-wise? Yeah, he's at 356 with the support carrying over from the other turn from Bulma, which is pretty good. I mean, we're definitely going to pick up these orbs for you. And we're going to pick up these for you. I don't want to get same type orbs to get a heal. So I think if I just throw up one Whis, and we'll see how the turn plays out here. Because then on the next turn, we are going to have the UI Goku. So if he's going to have to face down loads of attacks, then I might have to throw up the second Whis, and then that kind of confirms that Whis live the turn. I mean, this is only taking the risk, like the super attack. Yeah, if he doesn't dodge, if Roshi gets super attacked at the end by the core and doesn't dodge, one Whis is not enough, right? Like, he will die. So it's kind of just, this is the problem I have with this Blue KAIOKEN Goku, and I've said it before already, like, that I'm not trying to take away anything from his solo performance as a unit. Like, in this run already, and the previous one, even though we died, it wasn't his fault, we're already seeing some good numbers. I mean, look at that. He's basically a 13 million attack stat already, which is really good. But I feel like that performance is good enough that, like, why do I care about the Spirit Bomb? Like, there are other units I could have run on this team that are not only better, but would have been better link partners for him. And then his performance is going to be even better than it is now, and we don't have to. We just don't get the Spirit Bomb. Which, I mean, at this rate, we're not going to get the Spirit Bomb anyway. So, because I actually, ooh, okay, yeah, there's one dodge. All right, okay. So what are we on HP wise now? We actually are at below 59%. So if I So actually, if I do this, that completely stops UI Goku from being able to sell. So I can't get 6 orbs for Bulma though, which I really want for the Spirit Bomb on the next turn. How do I do this? I could do this, I guess, and then they can grab these. This should connect to those reds. Yeah, and then I can grab these for you. The only problem is Bulma's going to heal from all these red orbs though. What do I do? I guess I've just got to go for it and hope that we take some damage. I mean, as long as he supers this turn, right, we should take some damage. But man, this is what I mean, like, you have to jump through so many hoops to get the Spirit Bomb. And don't get me wrong, the Spirit Bomb is super powerful, but like, we didn't even need it in this run because we didn't get it straight away. Chances are we might even kill him before the end of the turn. Well, actually, no, this is going to do damage. With the Whis, we should take... okay, double digits, great. Yep, this is exactly what I mean. Like... jumping through all these hoops, making the team worse to try and get the Spirit Bomb, and then we don't even get it. Like... I mean, we'll try and get another bit in the end here and try and get another run where we actually can get it. Because the thing is, remember, it has no turn restriction. So if you were to get into like the first turn of the core and you're at 59% or less HP, then you can just do the Spirit Bomb straight away. But yeah, yet again, this is the second time I've used this Goku. Well, technically this is the third time, right? Because we died in the first run. This is the second time I've used this Goku, and the second time I have not been able to get the Spirit Bomb. So, but yeah, let's see what he's looking like here after the support. I already wish that we had the ability to skip these on Global, because as much as I do like them, because we're using them a lot in all of these videos, we're having to watch this animation like multiple times every day. I do love it, but I'm getting a little bit bored of having to watch it every single time. So that update with the standby skill skip can't come soon enough. But right, so we got Super Saiyan and Fierce Battle. Goku, obviously, what is he up to defense-wise here? 391k. So, I mean, his defense isn't the best. Like, if he gets supered immediately, he probably would actually die. But I just want to see, like, a crazy attack stat from him here on this turn. So, as long as we don't get supered... Alright, perfect. So, let's see. What have we got? Yeah, 16.6. It's pretty good. So, again, like, on this team with the GT duo, we could easily have, like, you know, other characters with, like, the god links that he will share with them. right? So we can actually get better links for him. Because, I mean, that's him doing 16.6 with 2 links active. Now imagine if he's next to a unit that has, like, those links like Godly Power and Warrior Gods and stuff like that. Like, he's going to be breaking, like, 20 mil. But we're nerfing the team to try and get the Spirit Bomb, which then we didn't even get. I said this before with, I think it was when we were using World Tournament Goku when he came out. Dokkan should add an item that you use that just makes you lose like a certain amount of HP. So then you can actually get some of these actives and stuff. But let's see if we can actually get a Spirit Bomb drop in here. So we're back again. I just want to show the setup here before we get into the last turn. We managed to get to this point here. I am going to go ahead and probably just double Whis here, so that we can guarantee that we get the Spirit Bomb on the next turn with Goku. I need to make sure I get the orbs with Bulma, although these dropping down it should be fine, right? Because then her support carries over to the next turn. Okay, so now hopefully, although funnily enough I think potentially even through a double Whis, even though it's 80% damage reduction, I would like through a double Whis there is the possibility that AGL UI Goku still dies to a super attack. I actually don't know how this... Okay, there you go. These guys already have their own damage reduction, so they have over 100% damage reduction at this point, so they're not taking any damage. So then, yeah, UI Goku, even if he doesn't dodge a normal, how much HP do we have? There's no way with 80% damage reduction he's taking 290k, so we are finally going to get to see the Spirit Bomb. It only took 3 attempts of running this team against the Metal Cooler Core stage. And Goku, this is only Goku's what? It's going to be his 3rd appearance. I think he's super attacked like 4 or 5 times in total. Because this is the downside I did mention in the initial showcase yesterday, that like you can get the Spirit Bomb with no HP restriction, so you could get it straight away. But because Goku stacks attack, the longer you wait to use it, then obviously the more powerful it's going to be. But I guess we'll see. Because we're not going to do crazy damage to him in this turn. But we are going to do some pretty crazy damage on this next turn, because we'll be able to use the GT Duo standby again. And then yeah, we have the Bulma support as well. So let's go ahead and pop this. And then I can leave Goku in the middle, because then he gets Kamehameha and Tournament of Power. And then, yeah, we're going to fire off the active skill and see how much the Spirit Bomb will actually do here. And then, of course, it buffs everybody for the turn. So then we'll put Spirit Bomb Goku in slot 1. And, of course, if we die, we're just going to get the revive. I wonder whose revival actually takes priority, because Roshi's revival was available this turn. But now the GT Duo revival is obviously up as well. So I wonder whose actually does take priority to go off. Right, so we take the thingy off here so we can see the animation. We've got Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Tournament of Power, and Fierce Battle. So let's go ahead and use the Spirit Bomb. My first time finally actually getting to use it after EZAing him. So let's see if it was worth the all the hassle. Alright, what you got for me? I mean, 34 million crit. That is pretty good. And then he gives everybody a massive attack buff as well. So now, as long as he doesn't get supered as this first attack of the turn. Oh, plus we still have a double Whis active, actually. So even if he gets supered, I think he'd be fine. And then, yeah, 22.5 million. I mean, that's pretty good. 22.5 million on the attack there. So, yeah, pretty crazy. So, I mean, you know, the results speak for themselves. When you get the Spirit Bomb, it does a lot of damage. It buffs everybody else for the turn as well by 30%. So it's pretty good. Because it's an active skill buff, it's multiplicative, so it adds on top of everything else. So, I mean, if you get it off, it's super good. So I can see why people like run the sort of dodgy team to try and get it, but we kind of showed in the run already, you know, that we completed, that you don't even really need the Spirit Bomb, and then the team itself will be better. So you guys let me know which one you think is the better option down below in the comment section, and let me know your thoughts overall on Blue Kaioken Goku. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.